Hello and welcome to another video from me, Box of Demons, and as you can see here, another beautiful game of Insurgency Sandstorm. Now if you watched my recent video on the oil refinery, I mentioned that I wanted to test a little bit more the latest patch, as it's caused me a few problems, a few issues, a few little things that need to be smoothed over. I know a few other people have had a few little issues from looking on Discord and on the forums. The majority of it is fantastic, it's silky smooth, the animations are good, but there are a few little areas where there are little hiccups have jumped into the game code. Now there are lots of videos out there on YouTube showing you the highlights and the good things that have been fixed and updated in the game. Couldn't get my words out there. But I think it's important that we highlight some of the things that haven't quite gone right in the coding, and this gives the developers a chance to smooth those things over, improve them and fix them, because without us, the general public, telling them these issues, they're never really going to know from not finding these things in internal testing. So I'm going to be showing you some things on screen now that are not quite right, or things where I feel it may be something on my end. I am actually running everything on Ultra 1440p, and in general the frame rate is around solid 90 frames a second even when I'm recording. I will be putting my PC stats, they are in the box below, but I will put those on screen for you as well. And any feedback that you leave in the box below, any problems that you have as well, I will collate this and pass the video on to the developers, so hopefully they can fix it. So let's jump in. Please don't think I'm stomping on the game. As you should know by now, I absolutely love this game. The audio, the graphics, it's visceral, and the combat is absolutely fantastic. Let's jump in, get boots on, and let's see if we can fix this mother. Let's go. First off, before we get into the meat and bones of this update, I just want to say I think the animations, it definitely feels very silky and smooth. And the characters, as you can see on screen, don't look as gormless as they used to do before. I think the running animation's still a little bit like she's had an accident, but definitely an improvement. On screen you can see the new Alpha AK, which the Insurgents Advisor gets. Beautifully modelled like nearly every other weapon in this game. It's a beast, it looks amazing. As you can see on screen, it looks really rather nice. The only problem I've actually found so far with this weapon is that when this person dies, as we slowly let this insurgent bleed out slowly there with half his head missing, is that the weapon disappears. As you can see, the body up at the top right hand corner is where this, luckily for us, guy on the opposite team allowed me to look at the weapon. As soon as they die, that weapon has completely gone from the battlefield. It doesn't exist, so I think that may be a bug. Next up for me, I think maybe an LOD issue. As I move back and forth here, you can see the building and the windows up at the top pop in and out. Now I've got everything up to the max in this game, everything is on Ultra, so I'm not sure what's quite happening there, almost whether the texture's not loading in or whether this is an LOD bug. Be interested to know whether anybody similar out there who's got this game is suffering from this same issue. The next point to bring up for me is the actual scopes and the sight units. Seems to be that when I look through, I'm getting very low textures, as you can see on the no exit sign there, or the small red circle. It's so blurry I can't even read it, and there seems to be a strange shimmering when I'm actually moving around the scope. Now this wasn't present before the patch. I don't know whether there's something has been removed or degraded here, but it definitely doesn't seem quite right, like something's a little amiss. I hope they haven't reduced the quality of the graphics for the people out there that, dare I say it, maybe are running on a potato. Man down! I was hoping somebody would be able to clarify this for me. I hasn't got any old footage of the game. Didn't they used to be picture-in-picture on the scopes and sight units as we're running around? They're now currently black. I'm sure we used to be able to see the environment through these. This is purely because somebody in-game mentioned when I was actually recording, why are all the sights and scopes now black when you're running around? And it made me think, has it always been like that, or is that something that's either a bug or it has been reduced in this latest patch? I would be interested if somebody could actually tell me whether that is new or whether it's always been like that, or whether this is some sort of placebo thing now that I'm actually looking for bugs in order to help improve the game. Please do let me know. The next bug I've experienced is with the 203 launcher attachment, and as you can see on screen, by moving left and right in certain positions while it jiggles around and attaches. I'm sure this is a small thing when it comes to the coding for the developers, but I have noticed this a couple of times, and hopefully this won't be a huge issue for the developers and they can put in a quick hot fix. Next on our list, I promise you there are not too many more, is the stuttering was supposed to have been fixed, but for me when viewing replays or watching other players running around with the spectator cam, the juddering and jerkiness seems to have increased quite vastly to the point where at certain times when I'm dead and watching and spectating, I can't look at the screen. It actually starts to make me feel sick after a while. Again, I don't know whether this is a particular setting in there. I haven't been able to do enough testing to be able to find out what this is, but it certainly wasn't this bad pre-patch. Another bug that I haven't actually been able to record and replicate again is occasionally when in the weapon screen and you pick an attachment and come back to the main screen, the weapon is invisible. Now I've noticed this before in other games in the Unreal Engine, so it's probably a bug that's related to that particular issue. But that's all it was. Occasionally the weapon isn't there, but it's always there when I come in game. I haven't actually witnessed anybody running around without any weapons or 8-foot long necks. I'm looking at you, Battlefield. The last couple of bugs that really are getting on my nerves that need to be fixed immediately is that I don't seem to have been given any kind of God shield. No God mode or anything like that. What tends to happen is I go into combat, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling tactical, and I see the enemy. We see each other, and for that fleeting moment, both fingers go to the triggers, and I die every time. Every time I die. So that's annoying. That's got to be a bug. Surely I should be the master of this game by now. Put enough hours in. And the last bug on this list is the game is just too goddamn addictive. That's got to be a bug. Have you got the Sandstorm bug yet? I think I have. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video in a kind of way. I know it may come across as a little bit negative, but that wasn't the whole idea of this video. It really was to show the developers on Discord, these are the problems that I found, these are the things that might need a little fix or a hot fix or a little tweak here and there, and hopefully this game can go from where it is now up into the stratosphere. Thanks for watching. Thank you to the new subscribers. I hope you like the content. The next video probably won't be Sandstorm. I may look at something else so we're not flooded with sand. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a video coming real soon. Bye bye.